This is Damon Stevens with FinWealth Builders, and today is Tuesday, June 29th, 2021. And this is a stock market update. And so let's get right into it and see what's going on with the market. So hope you had a great day. Uh, if you have not subscribed to our channel, please subscribe on FinWealth Live. And that way you can continue getting these updates as well as stock options that we're looking at and see where the market's headed. So if you look at the market here today, Dow Jones was up 0.03%, NASDAQ up 0.19%, and S&P 500 up 0.03%. So the market was definitely flat today. One of the things we talked about in our weekly prep is that we have a holiday coming up here. A lot of people will probably be going out of town, and so as we get later in this week, we expect the market volume to continue to reduce and decrease, and so there's not going to be a lot of institutional participation in the market. So we probably won't see the market do anything drastic this week. It could always happen, but definitely not going to be the institutions participating that much in anything in the market probably this week with the holiday, U.S. holiday coming up this next week. So just something to consider when you're with your investments this week. But you can see we're flat today. We'll see what the rest of the week brings out. On this heat map, you can see Microsoft, Apple, they were continuing to go up. Google and Amazon took a little bit of a break. We'll talk a little bit that later, and Tesla as well. So we kind of mixed in the market, obviously because things were flat. But we did have a scanner. Scanners were great. There's really four trades there over 100%. There's BSQR, CERE, and MRIN, and PBTS. Now, the fourth one I didn't trade today, but the other three I did, and we'll talk about those a little bit here. So the first one to look at is BSQR. You can see here that we had a nice little run here today. So we're down here in the low twos and got clear up, just above $8 today. So great run. So hopefully you caught some of that. I didn't catch the first part of this, but I did catch the tail end of this. Looking tomorrow to see if we have a continuation. Based on the volume as far as where this moved today, it's possible this could run up to, anywhere from $9 to $11 over this week. So definitely going to keep an eye on this one. See if we can get more of it tomorrow. So just be aware of that. CERE was the other one, and this one popped up, flattened out if you didn't catch it early. But we ran from $12.50 up to almost $28. So huge jump. What an opportunity. So even if you got some of this tail end of it, that's great. It did flatten out here, so we're going to look at tomorrow for a continuation to see, if we continue to go up here. You can see that it popped up just to almost $34 before pulling back in. We're going to see if we can get back and see if it can revisit that $34 and possibly even go higher. But what a great run. This could possibly pull back as well. I mean, this is a huge run for one day, so there's a possibility that we could have a pullback, but if not, we'll take advantage of that tomorrow. So it's great. Scanner's doing a great job finding good opportunities. MRIN is another one. So you had a nice run up to it, and then it kind of did a pullback, after hours. But then this morning, just nice run from 850, pretty much in the morning up to about $13. And then in the afternoon, we had a run clear up to 19. Now you can see I did put the after hours on just so you can see we did have a pullback here after hours. And we talk about this almost every day about retracement. So you can see that this run up here in the afternoon up to $19 pulled all the way back. And so you can see a full retracement of this late afternoon. But if you look at the full day, it's almost getting close to half of the retracement of the whole entire day. So that's normal for stocks. It is holding up here. We're going to look tomorrow to see if we have another run up towards the 1882 area, maybe even higher, or if it just decides to pull back and retrace a little bit more. So we were definitely watching this one in the morning. Another great trade today. even if you caught a little bit of this, these parabolic moves are just a great way to capture something first thing in the morning. So hopefully you're taking advantage of that. AUD was one that we had hit the other day. You see we had this big gap up here. So this continues to be on our radar. Look for opportunities. I tried to get in and scalp this today, but then I was on the other three. I hit the scanner, so I didn't spend a lot of time on this one. So I really didn't grab any of this. But you can see had a run up, pull back here, seeing if we can get support here, or it could come back and fill all this gap here before running back up. But we're going to keep an eye on this one as well. NTLA was another one that hit the scanner. You see this one did have a nice little run today, so you got a little bit more today if you grab some of that. $6 to $8, that's plenty for a day. So that's doing well. Tesla, you still got this gap here. We're consolidating right here. Just so that you know, there is a trade on Tesla, every day, even if it's small. I put down, here's a 5-minute chart here. So you can see here that we had a pullback to 677 and then a ramp up here to up to 682. So even if you just grabbed a little bit of this, I mean, even if it's a few dollars, still a great trade. And you can see that we had a little bit of pullback here, but we have this nice little channel going on right here. So each of these little lows and these little highs give you opportunities to get in and get a little piece of Tesla if you're interested in that. AMC's been on our list, consolidating, so not much to say there. Facebook, we talked about this, that we could possibly, with the run we had, a 50% retracement. So today, well, what do you got? You got a 50% retracement. But it did pull back up. It's above all the moving averages. Facebook, continues to be bullish, so we'll see if it gives us another run. It could fully retrace this candle because that is something that commonly happens on these charts. But you see on these charts, but we'll see. For right now, it's bullish, and so that remains on our list. Apple's been giving us a nice run. I marked this out today so you could see, we're right even, with the last high. So can we break out and start to go higher? Most definitely. If we keep this momentum, we definitely can. But you can see here, you got a nice little double top here. It's come up here, it's touched breakout, had a failure, came right back up, and we got another breakout trying. If this does fail, you could have another pullback again. So we got to watch the price action on here and see if we get the volume. You can see this is below the average volume down here. So we got to have a nice push. And if we push that, we can push through that. It could possibly, you could see a gap up tonight too, overnight, and try to gap up over here. So we'll monitor that in the morning. Amazon, you see here, it pulled up there. It came up, tried to hit that high again and failed, but did find support down here just below, right by the 20. And it looks like it might be running back up again. So I might get another chance here at Amazon to get another run at it. Roku's kind of flat here. The high is 486.72. We'll see if it can get enough energy to pull back up there. But Roku's another one that we traded and had a nice series of trading days. EH was on our scanner. We had another chance to grab it here. It kind of pulled back, but it's still sitting on all the moving averages. So we're going to keep this on our list for potential trade ideas, especially if for some reason the scanner one of these days this week is not performing issues. I always look at the prior scans, stocks, and see if there's opportunities there. Dollar. So the dollar, you can see here that we're just consolidating here above the 200. Not a lot of action day, pretty well flat, so not much there. VIX, again, pretty well flat, staying below there. That's really helping the market to continue to elevate to new highs. S&P 500, you can see that it continues just a nice bull run here, continues on, support here in the 50s several times. So if there's a pullback ever here in the near future, the 50s, what I would look at for a pullback, as it's done multiple times in history. But otherwise, today was kind of a flat day. We'll see if it flattens out this week, possible, with the holiday coming up. But definitely, let's definitely keep an eye on that. But so far, SPY's looking good. This is just a 5-minute chart of the SPY. So you can see here how you had a chance here. It came back and dipped, found support. This is a 200 here. And then rallied back up above all the moving averages, came back and dipped again. So sitting right above the 100 here right now. And you can see that broke back down towards the 200. So you can see on a 5-minute chart, you can see these dips below this 100. So as long as it kind of pulls back up, it's going to remain bullish. I drew this trend line in here just to show, at least on an intraday chart, that there's a little bit of resistance here. So I want to see, does this kind of continue to bounce out and up, or is this a chance where it could possibly break down and touch this 200? It has not done it yet. So as long as it stays above that 200 on a intraday chart, that will keep us bullish. You can see the triple Qs continues to go up and hit new highs. And so, we might have a bullish summer this summer. Usually they call the summers doldrums because there's not a lot of volume and a lot of participation. So a lot of times the stock market's pretty kind of dry and dull during the summer, but we'll see. I mean, this could be a nice bullish summer based on what we're seeing so far. So semiconductors riding right along with those triple Qs up to new highs. So that's great to see. You can see here, unlike the SPY and the triple Qs, you can see that they try to attempt to break out twice, but you can see that the semiconductors actually did on the third try. So that's what we're looking for the rest of them. IWM continued to pull back here. This is the third day. We paused here, pulled back here, still above the 20. So we'll see if we can get support here and bounce back up. Otherwise, you can see there's this little bit of channel right here that we've been in before several times. And so it's got to get enough energy to break out here if we want to go to new highs. Financials, same thing. A little bit of pullback. We're still on support here, so that's good. We'll see if we can maintain that above the 50 moving average. This is this red line, and start to run back up here. But you can see the little pullback here. We've done that before. This is the 100. Here we want to pull back towards the 50. So it's a little bit more of a pullback. We'll see if we can maintain that and start to get this running again. Gold, continues to consolidate here. Hopefully it doesn't break down too much below here, or we could be heading back down towards the 1700 level, which is this levels here. So hopefully it'll hold that, but it is below the moving averages. Silver consolidating above the 200. So Bitcoin. Everybody, there's so many rooms out there, so I just had to look at the charts and see what's going on. But you can see that we hit a bottom here, and so we're bouncing back up here. I'm looking to see, can we hold above this 36,000 level and bounce up? You can see that it consolidated here and attempted to bounce out. We'll see if this either fails and drops back down, or if this can stay in this new channel area. Can we start to bounce up and head up? So I'm looking at this level really carefully. I'm not fully invested until I see that we can break above in the 36,000 level. If we can, then we should be heading to 39. If we break back down to 30,000, then we could possibly go lower as well. Right now, it's looking bullish on the charts, but we did pull back a little bit from the moving averages, and we're not above these. So we're not really going to be in a bull market until we get above all those moving averages up here. So we got some work to do that. So I'm just being really cautious on Bitcoin right now. So here's an intraday chart. And so here's those trend lines that I had on the daily chart. And so you can see here, this little wedge here. So we were through this wedge, we broke the wedge, came back down, and now we're bounced off this wedge on the outside of this wedge. If it can hold this and bounce up, that's a very bullish move. If it breaks back down towards this 200 and breaks this 200 on the intraday chart, then we could be coming back down towards that 30,000 level. So that's what I'm looking for. Dogecoin's flat, consolidating, waiting for Bitcoin to show us that there's going to be a strong, solid breakout. And if there is, then we'll get into Doge full force. Ethereum had a nice little run here. It's pulling back to support onto the 10, still above these moving averages, which has got to get above to be bullish. So again, just being cautious on these for at least from my perspective, I am, until I see a solid path that we're either full on bull or that we're breaking down. So that's my take on the market, and that's what I'm trading. That's what I'm looking at for this market this week. Be safe out there. Don't make any huge investments unless you are prepared to take on the risk, because this can be a really choppy week, especially if the market's flat. It can chop you out of your earnings, and you want to maintain those profits. So just be careful out there and safe trading, and everybody have a great night. And again, like our videos if there's something that's helpful with these videos, and also subscribe. And everybody have a great trading day.